Hello, today we're going to be doing the Grinch tutorial, and I'm also going to be watching the Grinch as well, because what else am I going to watch? These are the colors that we're going to be using today, and some of the supplies you'll need, and first thing that we're going to start off with is blocking out my eyebrows. Now, you don't have to do this if you don't want to. I find that if I block them out, which is pretty much just making them flat and kind of less noticeable. Usually I would put like foundation and powder over it, but I'm just laying it down with some glue. If you've got really bushy eyebrows, then that will just make this look even cooler. So the first thing I'm doing after blocking down my eyebrows is I am mixing that lighter green with some white, using a big flat brush, just putting that all over my face. The only thing I'm avoiding right now is my lips. So next we're going to be adding in some of the darker green, using a paper towel to wipe off some of the excess. And I'm just going to put this kind of where you would normally like contour, bronze, that kind of thing, just to add some more like dimension into the face. I'm also going to be adding this to my eyes too, just because with this look, you're going to need some darkness there and underneath your eyes anyways. Oh, and by the way, this brush right here is like a regular foundation brush, but I thought it would work good for it, and it did. That was my sketch, so we know what kind of lines we're going to be using. I'm just going in with the darker green with a small brush, and we're going to start making the eyebrow shapes and so forth. So I went ahead and left this part in just to show you that if you make a mistake, you can just go back over with your base color and just cover it right up and fix it just how you want it. I do this a lot, I ain't gonna lie, it happens. That's the best thing about face paint, is that you can always fix your mistake. Okay, and when it comes to the wrinkles and the eyebrows and all of the lines on the face, we're going to be using the dark green and then just a little brush to blend out some of the green color. This is going to add some depth, and you're only going to blend out on one side. And you can see in the video which sides I'm doing. So like the under eyes, you're going to leave the line and blend up to your eyes. We're going to do the nose here, just lay down some green at first, and then we'll go back later and outline it. And then when it comes for the lines around the mouth, like the muzzle part, we're going to just lay down our basic lines right now, and then we'll go back and use some black and then use some green and blend it out a little bit, just to make sure that the wrinkles look like they're more realistic, have more depth into them. Okay, so I just wanted to show you real quick. This is how I like to load up my brushes and make sure that I got a really small line. So I'm just dipping it into the paint, and then I am literally just rolling that brush just to make sure that the hairs in the brush get very clumped together and they're nice and straight. I use this anytime I need to do really fine lines, and it works really well for me. Alright, so now that we have the lines spaced out, I'm going to be using that brush that I was talking about, and we're just going to use that brush to blend out some of the green. You can lay down more green if you need to, just because the paint does dry pretty quickly. And so the line, if you're looking at it, you're like the line closest to where your mouth is, you're going to want to keep that line nice and sharp, and the closer it goes to your ear, that's where you're gonna want to start blending out. Think of like a wrinkle. Think of where the wrinkle will dip in a little bit. We're just trying to make these wrinkles look very realistic, so when we smile, it looks like we have those weird, creepy Grinch smile lines. Okay, so we're going to take a break from the muzzle. I'm just going to add some extra lines, kind of make things look a little bit better here. Add some more like little hairs for the eyebrows, add some more inner eye wrinkles. Now the line on the forehead, I did not like how it looked. Last time I did this look, I did do it, but I ended up like leaving it there, just looking at it, and I was like, I don't like it. So you can see me here, like that's what I thought I was gonna do. Started blending it out a little bit, and I was like, I still don't like it. It looks kind of weird. So I do go back and just put the face paint, the lighter green, on top of it, just so it's like a little bit more diluted looking. You can kind of see it, but not really. Just because I didn't really like it all together. But it was okay once it was like a little bit less, in your face. So I added the dots on for the little whisker area, I guess. And then we're going in with some black mixed in with some of the dark green. I like to do that at first just because sometimes black can be kind of scary to go in first thing, and it can be very contrasting against the darker colors like the darker green. So I'm just adding in some more little hairs for the eyebrows with that darker green black color. Just trying to define the hairs a little bit more. And I guess I was dancing and singing at that part. I can't even remember. Probably one of the scenes from the movie. Anyway, so I'm adding a little bit of the black mixture for the nose outline and blending it out, that kind of thing. The nose is something that I really like to make sure that it's out there because it's just so cute. It's like a little button nose. I just love it. So now we're going to go in with the black that I was talking about. I just went for straight black for this, I believe. Either way, it doesn't matter because we're going to be putting this on the thinner, sharper line of the mouth wrinkles. And then we're going to go back and add some more green, some black, some blending, do that kind of thing. It's kind of hard to do this all at once just because it does dry so fast. But just add whatever color you need to. Like with this black right here, it's too sharp, so I would just add in a little bit of extra green, blend that in with the black, and then if I need to, go back in with the black to make sure it's still kind of sharp. So just follow to see what I'm doing here, and you'll do great, I promise you. Okay, now that Chloe licked some of my face paint off, we're going to move on. Just doing some last minute details here, but we're getting close to the end. Other than the little details, we're just going to focus on the eyes next and some of the highlighting. For the eyes, we're going to be adding in some eyeliner, and then we're going to be smudging it out, adding on some mascara. I am also adding in like a little mini individual false lash, just because, you know, anybody in the movie, they all have those really long eyelashes, especially like on the end part. I think it's so cute. I had to add it this time. Anyway, so we're going to finish up with the eyes and add in a little bit of yellow and white for details. But I did want to tell you about some of the TikToks that I made after I was done with this look. I had so much fun. I really hope you guys check it out. I did some scenes from the movies, a couple other TikTok things. I really had some fun with it. This is like the first one that I've been able to do some TikTok videos with that are actually from a movie or, you know, acting out, that kind of stuff. It's really cool. I hope you guys check me out. It's the same as my YouTube name, and don't forget to like while you're on there as well. So I'm just adding in some last minute pink to my bottom lip. You can also use lipstick if you want. For the eyes, I'm just going to add in a little bit of a hand-drawn, like little liner lash moment, but I didn't really like it with all 3 lines, so I kind of smudged it out and just added 2 little lines. This just makes your lashes look even more bigger and defined than just the little lash can do once you glue it on. So this is just plain yellow. I'm adding this into the brows and also some white, just here on the nose, just some little details to make sure that it looks more realistic. And those are the little lashes that I was telling you about, and the mascara. And of course, I'm going back to adding a little bit more green just underneath the eyes, just because, you know, he's grumpy. I just want it to look like he hasn't slept in a hot minute, you know? Alright, so some last final touches are just putting some green all over my neck and half of my ear and some of my little baby hairs. I would have done my whole ears green, but let me tell you guys, if you do that, you'll be getting green out of your ears for days with Q-tips. I'm telling you, it's very hard. And then I'm going to put on my hat and we'll see the final result. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Bye!
On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree. On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree.